Hey, it's Mike and John from PumaPlow.com here with a little behind-the-scenes look at Minecraft today.
Yes.
Remember that fireworks show we put on the other night, John?
It was up there.
Yes, up there. Right there, exactly. So we thought we streamed building this thing,
And then we
but
changed
then
it.
after we streamed, we made a whole bunch of changes to it.
Yeah, we did.
So we thought we'd give you a little walkthrough how we did it.
So we have this giant clock because we were going to use, like 4 runs?
All 4 legs, right?
But there's like a leg behind the mountain, and it was too far away to see.
It didn't render right,
Yeah,
so we scrapped it.
Basically, yeah.
So anyway, you can push the button, but you're not going to do that right now.
Not right now. So you push the button, which is going to start the clock.
Right.
The redstone signal will rotate around the clock.
Yep.
They're all repeaters facing in the same direction.
What it does on this first leg is you see that one goes all the way over to the other side, right?
I'm on it. Hang on.
And so it powers the front row of dispensers.
Yeah.
And it kicks off to the second row of dispensers, too, in the back.
Yeah, back there.
So what we're doing is we're putting power in both ends.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what that does is you get a good left to right on each side, so they kind of cross.
Yeah, so all these repeaters are pointing this way. So this redstone signal is going to come right back across.
Yep.
And power them 1, 1, 1. And they're all set to 4-tick delay. We figured out if you set them much faster, the creeper face fireworks don't actually explode all the way.
There's too much stuff, so they just go away.
And then this leg off the clock is pointing this way, so it powers all these.
Right. So it gives you a better spread than what we had set up originally.
Exactly.
What we had originally was they just go left to right, and then it'd be blank.
Yeah, and then this one comes over here and actually powers
just that end one,
the end one,
and the front row.
This whole row here pointing
right, same
way.
thing.
And then actually this redstone up here is not
does
in
nothing.
use.
Right.
It's a messy build. We're well aware.
It is. It was a hurried build.
And then that row comes back and powers right here.
Right. So that's the main part of the display that you see in the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
Are these 2 rows of dispensers.
So if you would hit the button,
which you can hit the button. No, don't do it now.
Mr. Button Man. No?
Let's go. Let's show the other part first.
So then for the quote-unquote finale, you would hit this button. Notice that this clock's a whole lot shorter, so it's a real fast clock.
This clock just rolls, basically.
And then that powers, this one powers this row, and then at the end it turns around and comes back and powers this row.
Yeah, it just does a big loop.
And then this one powers this row of dispensers.
So we put in, this is an extra row John and I built after the stream build that we did.
Yeah.
And it's just to give more to the grand finale.
Pretty much. So go ahead and hit that button.
Okay, so watch the redstone. Ready?
We'll watch the clock.
Go.
For the first. In case somebody doesn't know how a clock works, it just takes that pulse from the button and makes it into a circle, basically.
Makes it infinite, basically.
Yeah.
And so each time it gets around to wherever the redstone fires off of it, it signals it and it starts it again. That mushroom's going to get eaten by fireworks.
I don't know if that'll happen. It should.
So
you can see, you'll see the signal coming through on delay for all these, and then it's firing off.
And that gives it a nice display. It's still plenty of fireworks. You can see them during the daytime here.
Yeah, you can see it's slower and controlled, and the creeper faces actually blow up. That's the problem we were having while we were streaming.
Yep.
It's just the creeper faces didn't want to blow up.
And then the thing we did in the video is we thought it was a little slow.
Yeah.
So if you come back here, we just changed some of these clocks to like no delay.
Well, there's still 1 tick.
But they're 1 tick instead of 4.
Yeah. Repeaters are always 1 tick.
You can see this side goes a lot faster than the rest of them, basically.
Yeah, so here, we'll speed it way up.
So we did this because we thought these sides were a little bit slow, and you can see how fast the signal travels on those 2 sides.
Yeah, it jumps in a hurry.
Right, it's just basically gone.
Yeah, and all the repeaters on these 2 rows.
The back 2 rows, right?
Really the 4 rows here.
There's 3.
No, there's 1,
for
2.
For those 2 rows,
3,
yeah,
4.
Sorry.
They're all set to a 4-tick delay to give it a slower, more controlled.
Yep.
So if I come back out here and you look, you'll see it kind of go back and forth. But because there's 4 rows, you don't really notice it per se.
And because the front row goes right to left, the second row goes left to right, you get good coverage.
It really is. But you can see them here. Watch as this signal is going to come. It's going to come from the right, go across.
Yeah, they meet in the middle, and then just keep going.
Away they go, right?
Yep. Okay, so come back here now.
All right. So then during the video that we recorded that one blew up like on the ground.
4th of July.
On the 4th that we released. Mike was in here also, of course. That's his world. And he pushed this other button back here.
Ready?
Yep, go ahead.
So you can see this clock just is a lot smaller, a lot faster.
Yeah.
And so if you look down the rows like John is, you can just see.
Oh my goodness.
It's bananas, right?
I haven't actually stood here and watched it like this.
Right.
So you can see it's all the repeaters on 1 tick delay instead of 4 tick.
Yep.
And it just rolls.
And same thing, those back 2 rows give you left to right coverage.
Yeah.
Because they're opposites of each other.
Yeah, they are.
And the other row's just on. And if you
Yeah.
look up at the sky now, if you go back out to the viewing area in the front,
Yeah.
it's or just anywhere really. It's just insane.
They don't really blow up all the way because there's so many of them.
And the other thing I put in that new row, the single row,
Yeah.
a lot more fire charges.
Yeah, if you notice in the video, which we didn't mention it, but there's fire charges in there.
I thought it'd be a decent touch, just something besides fireworks for a
It
little bit here and
looks
there.
different, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of neat.
And they kind of remind me of like mortar shells. You know, they don't explode, but
Roman candles.
there you go. It's Roman candles.
Yeah.
Good call.
Roman candles is
I like
what they
that.
remind me of. So
Yeah. The only thing I wish we could have done is put dispensers in on a 45.
yeah, I wish you could do that, but Minecraft's very blocky. So
Have them come in from the side. You know,
yeah.
I thought that'd be cool.
So
But
you
anyway.
can, you can see how much slower this clock
Yeah.
is here compared to that clock back by Mike there. That clock's just rolling. And actually, like here we had, this was the other leg that was set up.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Right.
and patch that in.
You might have to patch it some more now.
No. It's
Oh, it is powered. Okay.
it's powered back there, but
So you
when
go
you
back
were
there
standing
and,
out front, it just didn't work.
You can go back there and show that off too.
And actually, see the way we did these, there's so
This
many
is the old style way.
than a repeater than someone in repeater,
Right.
and you get like blockiness going.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Actually, if you stand back here,
Back
they
here, you
all
get 'em all,
render.
don't you?
Yeah.
That
But
light's
you can
just-
see how they're not.
Right. It's not a good look.
It's not consistent enough, and
The having the rows go opposite ways is a much better look.
yeah, I
So-
like it quite a bit.
Yeah. So there you go. That's our little behind the scenes on how to make fireworks displays.
But yeah, now look, now that I'm out here, you can't see that
Right.
back row.
You can't see that back row.
So
I
it's
noticed
just
that when we did it originally. I thought it'd be cool to have one way back there for depth,
Yeah.
but it's just too far to render.
So we made a mess of this map with redstone and
Mushroom Island is dead.
and
That's what this is originally.
yeah, it was a mushroom that we added onto and
Yep.
whatnot.
So there you go. That's our behind the scenes look at fireworks, John.
Yeah,
Until next time, we're Mike and John from PumaPlow.com. See ya.
toodles.